Hi, I'm Andrew Guild. I'm co-founder of Render Product Development, and today I'm going to be talking you through 7 sources that you can research to find funding for your project. Some of our clients ask us during the planning phase what kind of funding options are available for them and their projects. Now, it would be impossible for me to list all of them because it's a landscape that's constantly changing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a rough idea of the main sources to look, and hopefully then you'll be able to find something that suits your project. What I would advise you do is go into the government website, check out what incentives they have available at the moment. Now, this is something that's always changing. So if you're not comfortable navigating that website, maybe jump on to Innovate UK, have a look there, because all of their incentives are also funded by the government. And another thing to bear in mind as well is if you're based in other parts of the country, for example, Scotland, you may have other incentives available through the Scottish government. So it's worth checking out both. It's worth having a look and seeing what your local council are offering in terms of incentives. Now, typically, you might not find innovation funding through councils, but if you're a startup, it might be a good idea just to check out what incentives they have for your business. So that might be staffing, it might be premises. So get in touch with your local council and find out what they have available to help you. Up and down the country, there's competitions happening all of the time. So what I would advise you do is get online, get into the online communities within your industry and find out what competitions are happening in your area. Now, a really good one in Scotland is Scottish Edge, and they facilitate lots of different industries within that competition. So it might be a really good place for you to start. Check out the universities based around the country. There are universities that specialize in certain sectors, so it's worth finding out what suits your project. But universities are great because they can help you with resource, as in giving you labor to complete a project, and they can also help with funding. Typically, obviously, banks will provide loans, so that's one place to start. But some banks actually have their own incubators and also offer workspace or support as well. So it's really worthwhile looking into finding what's the right bank for your business and what incentives they can offer to help your project. Private investors, they will be looking for equity as a return on their investment. Now, don't necessarily look at that as a bad thing. It can be a really good thing to accelerate your project. However, please be sure to get the right deal for you. So be careful before you go into a commercial contract to then achieve investment. I know that title is a little bit vague, but what I mean by that is check out who the big hitters are in your industry and find out if they are funding new innovative projects. A good example of that is renewable energy. So lots of oil and gas companies, for example, they had always been funding new oil and gas initiatives, but now there's more of a focus on carbon neutral initiatives or renewable energy initiatives. So it might well be worthwhile approaching companies like BP, Shell, if you are within that sector, and you may well get funding for a new project. So those are the 7 main sources that I would suggest that you start with to find funding for your projects. However, if you want to discuss your specific project, then no problem, just get in touch with us. You can do that by dropping a comment below, or you can direct message us. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please like and share, and I hope to see you all again very soon.